Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Frappier. I hope everyone's doing well and I hope you guys are liking my art lessons that I've been giving you guys every week. This week is probably one of my favorites because if you haven't heard me talk about it in class before, I love bugs. And as you can tell from the pictures I've provided, I have a bunch of bugs for my bug collections. I hope that gives you inspiration for an insect or a bug that you want to draw today. We're going to be keeping it simple by drawing some beetles today. Here's a finished one that I did. Now, the cool thing about bugs is that they have three body parts. You have the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. And they have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And whatever's on one side is what is on the other side. So we like to call that symmetrical. We are actually symmetrical. One arm on one side, an arm on the other. So insects are like us, symmetrical. So today we're going to be making a symmetrical beetle. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick on how to get it looking symmetrical. So what you're going to need is paper. I got right here. A black crayon, or you could use another color, but it needs to be a dark color like purple or a blue or a dark green. Don't use yellow or something light like that, like pink, because that won't show well. You can use that to color in your insect, but not to draw your insect, the lines of it. So let's get started. So first, you're going to fold your paper in half, vertically, which is up and down. I also like to call it the hot dog fold. It kind of looks like a hot dog. Now, next step, you're going to take your crayon and, super important boys and girls, you see this crease right here that we just made? Don't draw over that crease, okay? You're only going to be drawing on one side of the paper. That's it for the first part. So for it to work well, don't draw on the other side. All right, so I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be drawing on the right side of my crease. So I'm going to start with simple shapes, and I'm going to start with my head. I'm going to start at the crease, but not going over it, and I'm going to do a curve coming down, and then a line going right back to my crease, but then stopping right at that crease. Then I think for my thorax, because I got my head, now my thorax, I think I'm going to do, I really like doing like bumpy lines like this. Maybe it's going to be like a spiky beetle. And I'm going to come bring it back in and stop at that crease. So I got my head, my thorax, and now I need my abdomen. Now, the shape of my abdomen. I can have it short and fat. I can have it long and skinny. It's completely up to me. I think I'm going to have it long and skinny. And I'm going to bring it to a point. But I'm stopping at that crease right there. Okay? Now, I think I'm also going to add antennas. Now, what's ever on one side is on the other, but I'm just going to draw one. An antenna like that, and I'm going to add like little lines like this. Some beetles have antennas like that. It looks really cool. It's like a feather. Now for my last part, I'm going to do my legs. Now, they have 6 legs, but we're not going to do 6 legs on one side. We're only going to do 3. So we have 3 on the other side. So I'm going to bring a leg out here. One leg, a second leg, and a third leg down here. So 1, 2, 3 legs. And here is half of an insect. That's all I'm going to be drawing right now. Now, the next part is you're going to fold it back up. Whoop. Crazy, right? Now, when I'm folding it, you can even see the black crayon showing through this paper. Okay, that's a good sign. Also, when I made my crayon lines very important, friends, I made my lines very thick. Okay, I didn't do it lightly. Thick is good. All right, so I'm going to fold it back up. I'm going to take a marker or something hard like that, and now I'm going to hold my paper at the bottom, take my marker, and press down and out. And I'm just going to rub my paper with my marker, or anything you think would work well, like a marker. And the reason why I'm doing this is by rubbing it, the crayon on the inside is being pressed against the other side of the paper. So when I open it up, I should have a kind of light rubbing of the other side. Oh, look at that. So cool. It's symmetrical. So now I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to trace over these light lines that I just rubbed, and I'm going to make them thick lines to match the other lines on my other side, and it's going to look so cool. Now, you could even take it a step further, okay? I drew little circles over here by hand. I didn't rub them on one side, but you could. If you wanted like cool designs, the same on one side, on the other, then you could do that. So now that even though I've finished tracing it, I could take my crayon and maybe do a little zigzag here, and maybe a circle here, circle, line, maybe it'll be like a pattern beetle, right? I like that. And then let's have a big circle here. Maybe it could be one of those beetles where it makes it look like it has an eye there to trick other animals, but it doesn't. It's just a design on the shell. All right, so now that I've drawn this, I'm going to fold it back up again. Take my marker, rub it. You may need help from somebody to hold the paper as you rub. Feel free to do that. And then I'm going to open it up. And look at that! I got my cool designs. Now I'm going to just trace over them. Very, very cool. Boop. Boop. There. That's a cool looking beetle. It kind of looks like a Martian beetle or something. I don't know. I like it. Now you get to color it in. Any color you'd like. Okay? And your insect, boys and girls, doesn't have to look like a real one that we have discovered, because there are thousands of insects out there that we haven't even discovered yet. That's why they're so amazing and very important to our environment also. So make up an imaginary insect. Who's to say it just hasn't been found yet? So have fun with this, boys and girls. And if you can, send me a picture, send your teachers a picture. I love bugs, so I would love to see them and your artwork. So have fun with this, boys and girls, and I will check in with you next week. Bye!